This is Matthew Cratter from Trader University, and today I want to talk about 8 strong stocks to trade. These are stocks that I've been trading in my own account, not investment recommendations for anyone else. But I know we've been spending a lot of time talking about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and people have been asking me, do you still do stuff with momentum stocks? And I definitely do, so I wanted to share some of those names today. Before we do that, I wanted to look at the technical backdrop. We like to look at the indices to see whether it's a favorable environment for trading momentum stocks. And what we like to see is we like to see the indices. In this case, this is the S&P 500, the SPY ETF. We like to see the stock or index trading above the blue line, which is the 50-day moving average, and then the blue line above the red line, which is the 200-day moving average. So this is the kind of setup we're looking for, the general market backdrop. If we look at the NASDAQ, the QQQs, we see a very similar setup. The Dow has been a little bit more sideways, perhaps heading for a breakout here. And then the small caps have been weaker. Here we can see that the Russell, this is the IWM ETF, the Russell is trading below the 50-day moving average. And then if we look at, I also like to check in with ARK, ARKK, the innovation, ARK Innovation ETF, really, which has been a flagship for momentum stocks over the last few years. It has, in fact, though, been really chopping sideways. We had a death cross. It looks like we're about to have a bullish golden cross. That being said, this shows that this basket of names has not been performing very well. They do own a lot of IPOs that have fallen as their lockups approach. So that's a fundamental background. Really, the FANG stocks doing well, big tech, big companies doing well. But I'm going to talk about some different areas, and we're really going to be focusing on pharma and biotech. That's where a lot of the action has been. I want to start with 2 names that we talked about in our last momentum stocks video. This one has just been explosive. Novo Nordisk. It's a traditional biotech, big pharma company, but really breaking out, along with, of course, Moderna, mRNA, breaking out as well. So those have been big winners since we last spoke about momentum stocks. I wanted to add some new names as well. ORMP, another pharma name. Looks like it's breaking out really nicely here, as well as trading above the 50-day moving average. 50-day moving average above 200-day moving average, and we're hitting new all-time highs as well. I really like to see stocks that are strong. They start in the lower left hand of the chart, they finish in the upper right hand of the chart, and they're often hitting new 52-week highs or new all-time highs as well. One way to trade this is you can trade the breakout, and then you can set your stop either at the previous range that was trading in if it falls back in here, or you can use a slightly wider stop, use the 50-day moving average. And I talk about this in my courses on my website, which we'll talk about a little bit later in this video. Next, I wanted to talk about a company, DXCM. Dexcom, amazing chart. This is a company that makes glucose monitoring systems for diabetics and hospitals. Really nice breakout on earnings. It's been trading sideways, but something really interesting to note here is the amount of dip buying that's been happening. And this can be a sign of big institutions accumulating, and they need to really do that on market weakness because they're using because they're trading such big size. It's more difficult for them to do it when the market is moving up. So we see these long tails here on the candlesticks. That can be a sign of buying on the dips. So that's DXCM. Another biotech, Regeneron, REG, and great looking chart here. And this one is pretty cool because it just had a golden crossover where the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200-day moving average. Then we had a sideways period of chop after that initial move up, and now we're breaking out of that range. So this would be another example where you can set your stop somewhere at the high end of the previous trading range. That's REGN. Next, we're going to turn to a surgical company that makes robotic products that are used in surgery. We've talked about this one before, and a lot of these names, they're not only good momentum names, but they're good long-term holdings, or they definitely can be. ISRG has been a great one. We've been talking about probably for 18 months, breaking out of its range here, breaking above $1,000 per share. Really good looking chart as well. I want to finish with a couple software names. Adobe, of course, which everyone knows, been in a trading range, but looks like it's perking up. We're also seeing the same dip buying with these long candlesticks at the bottom. So that's another one, more traditional name that is showing strength and looks like is about to break out here. So you can buy a breakout. You can also buy in anticipation of a breakout. The advantage to buying a breakout is you're buying strength, etc., and you can really get on the elevator or the rocket ship as it's moving. The advantage of buying a range-bound stock that looks like it's about to break out is that you can set your stop loss a little bit closer. You can set it somewhere near the bottom of the trading range or the middle of the trading range. You can even set it right at the top of this trading range. Then if it breaks out, you can use, you'll basically be very close to your break-even price. ADSK, Autodesk, a lot of people know about their CAD software, computer-aided design, I think it is, used for architecture and engineering products. Great company, been around forever, and it looks like it's trading at new all-time highs here. It was showing a bit of weakness in the late spring, early summer, but now really taking off. So I've given you a selection here of my favorite momentum stocks. If you want to get the full list, you can subscribe to Trader University. And what this list is, this is a list of all the momentum stocks that are showing the best strength. This is a list of my favorite stocks, and it's a much longer list. I've just shared with you today a selection from it. This list is actually a copy of the pad of paper that I always keep on my desk. And when I have some free time, when I want to do a little day trading or swing trading or multi-week trading even, this is my go-to list of the strongest stocks. In addition to this list, if you join Trader University Premium, you'll get access to all of my favorite long-term investments. This includes my favorite SPAC, which I bought back in March of 2021, and it's currently this investment, you can actually get it now at a better price than I paid for it because it's pulled back a little bit. My favorite commodity play, a really nice inflation hedge using commodity futures. And finally, an options trade that I structured around Bitcoin. Whenever I come up with a new long-term investment that I really like and that I'm investing with my own money, I will record a video and put it here. Trader University Premium subscription also gets you access to all of my courses, about 15 courses, including my flagship course, which is Learn to Trade Stocks Like a Pro, which will really take you from an absolute beginner to an advanced trader. If you're interested in more momentum stock trading strategies, so I've given you some names here, but how do you actually trade them? Where do you put your stop loss? Where do you put your profit target? You should check out Momentum Stock Secrets course, as well as swing trading with options if you want to leverage your trades, etc. So I've got a bunch of courses: price action trading, fixed income, volatility trading, even real estate investing made easy. Also learning to trade futures as well. If this is something that interests you, you can click on the link in the description notes below. It will take you to this page. You'll see access to all the courses. If you want to follow my trades, you can use this drop-down list to see my list of momentum stocks, my favorite long-term investments. And if this is something that interests you, you can scroll all the way to the bottom here and click Get It Now. That'll take you to this checkout page, and because you've listened to this whole video, I'd like to give you a special coupon code. Now, normally access to everything, my list of momentum stocks, my list of long-term investments, as well as all my courses, all my paid courses, access for 30 days is just $125. But I have a coupon code for you. If you just scroll down right here and click Have Coupon Code, you can type in YT, as in YouTube, 99, click Update, and that'll take $26 off the price. So you'll get access to everything, the momentum stocks list, the long-term investments, as well as all my courses for just $99 per month. You can cancel at any time, and in this way, I hope to provide really the best resource on the internet for new traders, intermediate traders, and advanced traders. This is really the resource that I wish I'd had when I was first learning how to trade and invest in the mid-90s. Now you can subscribe, watch everything, cancel before the 30 days is up, and you won't be charged again. But if you stick around, I'm constantly adding new long-term investments, new lectures, new courses, including my new advanced course on Bitcoin. And in this way, I hope to really grow this as a research, as a resource for traders. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe and like button. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I publish my next video. And let me know your questions and comments in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.